Luana Silva, when she gets there, and that is going to be a cracking final. They will fight out for a World Junior title. In the meantime, we're going to load up semi-final heat number 1. Winter Vincent from Australia, the form surfer of the event, will be competing against Donegan Dos Santos.
Needs to free it up, and the more opportunities he has, the better for him. Let's see what's going to happen here.
Here we go. Within the first minute of the restart, Donegan Dos Santos up and riding. A nice check turn down the line. Beautiful fan of spray out the back of the wave. And he looked really locked in after sitting there for 15 minutes, but unfortunately could not ride out of that wave.
Looks like Blue's going to have a look underneath, and I think it's smart. He just got to keep the ball rolling. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. It was second priority. Why not? Take a look at this wave. Beautiful slashing, carving turn out of the top there. Unfortunately, just lost a little bit of control. I think he knows that the best way that he can get his heat started, Jesse, was something substantial on the board.
Yeah, no doubt. That was a nice turn right there for him. Maybe he lost a little bit of the rail, but it's still...
So Winter Vincent's mum on screen there, just eagerly awaiting her son's campaign to start here in this heat. As we see Dylan looking to get some more points out of this wave. We had plenty of action to start the day in the women's semis as Dylan brings that one through to the inside. A nice little fin drift there, but still not going to be a score of much substance. Heat obviously is really yet to get underway, Jesse.
Yeah, just a flat wave right there as he took off. He was probably hoping it was going to grow down the line a bit, which it did, but it just lacked a little bit of energy to actually get the coping out of this shallower part of the bank. As you see right here, there was a section, but just very...
It's kind of in the centre of the bank like Winter is, and there we see some motion out the back. They're good signs. Winter on the first wave of this set here, driving hard off the bottom. Beautiful carving manoeuvre out of the lip. That was a statement. So was that turn. He's waited a long time for this wave, and it has absolutely paid off. Two really solid turns with the third connecting, and he'll kick out of that wave there. But he's just done his job by getting, clearly the best wave of the heat, and he did his best with the sections he had, Jesse.
Yeah, definitely. Right there, just beautiful snap. That's when the wave kind of lets him down a bit. It just kind of goes into that deep sea and gets a bit flat, but damage is done on the first two.
As we see Dylan here getting out into the open face, a nice carve to keep his speed down the line. But as we've seen the characteristics of a few of these waves this morning, once you kind of get up past that second section, there hasn't been a lot of vertical face to work with. The swell slightly smaller than yesterday. Dylan bringing that wave through to the inside with a nice little reverse as he gets the finish there. A well-surfed wave. He really milked everything he could out of that ride. One of his favourite things to do was always make sure he rode the wave behind the surfer that was, up in front. Hey, I'm still in this heat too, guys. And that's exactly what we saw in this exchange.
And he usually looked better, right, that guy? So that was smart of him to do that. But yeah, that was beautiful surfing from Dylan, and I just love the variety. Obviously, coming out very clean of that rotation. On the smaller side, but got a bonus section right there. Finish it off strong. Wave surfer is, oh my gosh, looks like
here we go.
Winter's on a bomb right now.
This could be trouble. Wow. Huge big turn out of the lip there. And he did so well just to concentrate on the one section and not get too far ahead of himself. And,
the judges have been penalizing a little bit when you lack that powerness out the back, which that's what Winter just had it right there. But yeah, not a wave that kind of let him down. I think he's just hoping. It just keeps his mind much clearer for what he needs ahead.
Winter Vincent here. This wave does have a nice looking shape to it. He's been absolutely spot on with his wave selection this week, but that was a rare mistake there for Winter.
First mistake of the
good old days. We got some action heating up while we were in the commercial break. This was Donegan Dos Santos coming undone there. We did see him try to get the double up on the inside here, Jesse.
Yeah, it looked like a nice wave on the start, and it's going to double up right here. And then this is damage right there. Great double up, just a nice space, first critical snap, and this is where the money's coming. Look at the acceleration throughout the turn, the board control. And then just one more to tag it around, but that second turn was money, and this is going to give him a massive score. Like, for me, in my opinion, that's the best wave of the heat. It's clear in my head.
Such a strong punctuation, that layback turn, and just so impressive, his sort of control and read off the bottom. Oh, wow.
The flare, like, for how big of a guy he is, so he gets the amplitude from being a big guy, but he still is dynamic as a 5'6". Very impressive. It's such a hard combination. There's only a very few in the world that are able to do that.
Oh, wow.
Once again.
There we go. I mean, it's just such a skillful act to have, that small wave surfing, and then making it look so good. we'll worry about that when that heat starts. There's still 7 minutes remaining here in this heat. The young Spaniard needs a 9.33, and he's been one of the form surfers of the event. This has been a great start to this wave from young Dylan as he brings it through to the inside. The yellow rails on that board just looking extra spicy here today at Mona Lisa Point, and he would be doing his job so far on this wave, but he would be looking for a big, excellent opportunity as he gets his board up.
And I just love how calm he is throughout the turn. He accelerates, but his body is just getting all that amplitude that you want to get out of a turn. And Dylan, on the other hand, he's been trying to find those low rotors that kind of run down the line, but the problem on that, they lack a little bit of energy and power. So the surfing will be a little bit smaller and less critical, even though he's mixing it up and bringing a lot of combinations with nice airs, but it's usually down the, like Winter focusing on much larger waves that gives him one big critical section, as we see it right here. Beautiful cutty, so smooth. The wave gets steep. Oh my gosh, that was massive.
It does not look like fall. Okay, you know, all the risk is at the start of the wave. It's on the back, it's on the outside section, and Winter's been doing that great, Jesse.
No doubt about it. And oh my gosh, that was massive.
Quite Andy Irons v Victor Ribas and Chile. There's only 1 minute remaining, but yeah, it is time for him to return to shore and get ready for the final, because he is most certainly going to be there. There's not enough time on the clock for young Dylan to get himself out of this situation, but nevertheless, he should be very proud of his efforts so far this week. Been by far and away the greatest surfer this week at this event. He's just had such a good read on it. And the scores, they do not lie. An 8.83 and an 8.33. And he really, once he got his heat underway,